So now we'll move into the Sunday night matchup. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys at Jerry World.
Yeah, that's actually going to be a good game.
It will
and
be.
I think the Cowboys are going to have problems with the receivers of the Vikings. They're going to have a problem trying to stop Dalvin Cook, who's playing at an elite level at the running back position. If Kirk Cousins can play above his talent level that particular night, and if he can actually close his eyes and imagine it's the Eagles defense out there, I think he'll have a good game, and I think they pull off a win in Dallas, to be honest with you. And they have the weapons to beat Dallas. They have a good enough defense to try to slow down Dallas. So I want to say the Vikings win. I think it's going to be a good game, man. I feel like they win 41-34.
All right.
I say Vikings go down and win. I'm going to say 35-24. They just have weapons. I mean, Cowboys have Zeke, but otherwise, I mean, they have Gallup, but like their receivers, like I just don't know. I feel like they're going to struggle.
Oh wait. Well, before we say anything, Amare Cooper is tremendous. He should be considered an elite receiver. Like he's done nothing. He's done nothing but been a monster for the Cowboys, and he's actually the true difference, because they always had Zeke, and we know Zeke's probably one of the best football players on the planet. They've had Dak. Dak's one of the best leaders at the quarterback position, but to have Amari Cooper really blew the doors open for them, and this is why they're in first place in the division, because just to have Amari Cooper on the field, that defense has got to pay attention to. He can take the top off the defense. He runs fantastic routes. He has great hands. He doesn't have a weakness, pretty much. So all he's done in 16 games is get 1,400 yards and accumulated a whole bunch of touchdowns. So he's basically had he's played 16 games with the Cowboys, and if you put that in just one season, it's been a great season. So he's definitely the Cowboys are talented on both sides of the football. They have a outstanding offensive line. They have a improved defensive line with Bennett. The Cowboys are formidable. I just think what the Vikings do, and if they do it well, they have a team that can go out there and beat them. The Cowboys have not been consistent all season, so I'm basically going off the fact that if I feel like the Vikings have a chance to put one of their best games together, and I don't know which Dallas team is going to show up, and they haven't played well against teams that are good, except for Philadelphia, who's a middle of the pack team right now. So,
well, I think we can both agree that there is maybe a little bias involved in that, because we don't like the Cowboys in this.
No, absolutely no bias at all. Not for me.
The Vikings are the better team.
And that's basically what it comes down to, it, man. It's not like I wouldn't be shocked if Dallas wins this football game, but if you're trying to tell me the weapons that they possess versus the weapons that the Cowboys possess and the way they play football, like I feel like the Vikings have been the better team more consistently every week this season, and that's what I'm basing it off of. I would love don't get me wrong, I would love for the Cowboys to win, man. I need that, but I just think the Vikings are going to be the better team that night.
I sure don't want Dallas to win.
Yeah,
but I mean, all right. My take on it is kind of what you said. I think the Vikings are just a little bit better. Now, if the Cowboys, they're playing a really important game with the Eagles being on a bye week. And it would be huge for them if they could take this win in Dallas.
So yes, they could stay a full game up plus have the tiebreaker for now.
They need it, and they're going to be playing for it. So they're definitely going to have to play their best football, and this will be a huge test for them. Being at home, obviously, it's an advantage. But you know what? I think the Vikings have just been playing a little bit better. They're coming off a loss in a really close game last week. Stephon Diggs playing well, Dalvin Cook, obviously. I think the Vikings are going to take this one, 38-31. I think we're going to see lots of offense. It's going to be a nail-biter, but it's going to come down to the wire. I think we're in for a really good game Sunday night.
Sure. Obviously, Minnesota, they have a lot of weapons. They have Cook. They have Rudolph. He's actually pretty good. They have Diggs. They have some young receivers that they got. Irv Smith Jr. is a tight end, but he's been showing potential. They have a good running game. They have two good backs with Madison as a backup. I don't know if the Cowboys have two good running backs. They have Zeke, but they don't really have a good backup. I mean, their running game is going to be important for Dallas, and Zeke can get it, but they're going to need two. They need more than just Zeke to perform, obviously.
It takes more than one player to win.
Cooper, yeah.
But, yeah, Amare needs to have a good game. I think they expect that.
Their defense needs to step up. I mean, you got Stephon Diggs. He might just explode on them. He can explode on anybody. Dallas
He proved it against the Eagles.
I mean, I don't know if Thielen's playing, but if he is in there, that's another problem they have.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Em, and this is Sports Yack. So basically, we're going to be talking all sports all the time. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, all that. We want to hear from you. We want to see you. We want to interact, and we're looking forward to everything. So tune in.